What is up, guys? It's DoubleWinning, and I know it's been a while since I put out a video. I've actually been really sick. I had the old the mouth problems and the nose problems and the throat problems, and that is really unfortunate when you're a YouTuber who is trying to get out some League of Legends videos for his fans. So, luckily though, I do have a lot of replays, so I have a lot of gameplays that I can commentate over. Unfortunately, I'm gonna need to record quite a few today, and then maybe just record the raw gameplays, because there's a patch today. If you guys didn't see, it's the patch where Xerath gets 5,400 range on his rank 3 ultimate. So yeah, this is gonna be an interesting patch for sure. But yeah, so this is another episode in my how to get out of silver/bronze. I think this is episode 5 or something like that. I'm gonna be playing Tryndamere up top. You know, shout out to my old Season 1, Season 2, and even Season 3 days of when I would just roll the old Tryndamere because I was having a little bit of trouble, actually. I thought I was going to be able to get out of silver pretty much my first run through, but I actually hit my promos 3 times, and I still wasn't in yet, so I was really struggling, but if you guys see my, if you check my logging or you're my friend on League, which I know a lot of you guys try and add me, but I do have a full friends list, so and I always talk about cleaning out my friends list, but then I feel bad because, for the original fans who were there first, they are on my friends list, but, I do clean out people every once in a while. A lot of you guys, it's funny because I don't really add anyone in game, like just like adding people after games. I don't really do that, but I pretty much exclusively add either real life friends or people that are from YouTube, and I'll add people, and then they'll be like, oh, I saw your YouTube videos, they're super great, and I'm like, oh cool, I'll put a little tag on them. And it's funny though, because sometimes you guys will message me like 6 months later or something like that, and you'll be like, who are you? I don't know who you are. And I'm just like, nobody, and I'll just delete you, because it's kind of funny to me. Yeah, so the reason I really like the Tryndamere pick in this matchup is if I go against Riven or Yasuo, Tryndamere is going to just kind of go crazy on him. The reason that is if you start to put extra points in your Mocking Shout, both of them really can't do anything. The reason that is because Yasuo is so based off of having high crit chance and getting crits that if you lower his base AD, it's going to be pretty much doubly effective. Because let's say there's someone focused on getting a bunch of AD, so they have 150 AD, and that's all they focus on is AD. And you use Mocking Shout and you lower it by 30, so they have 120 AD. Not that big of a deal. Let's say you're Yasuo though, and you're focused on getting crit chance. So instead of 150 AD, you have 100 AD, but you have like 50% crit chance. With Mocking Shout, I'm going to lower by 30. Which is going to, make your crits do, 120, 110, depending on how much armor I have, because also Yasuo's crits do a little bit less. So it's going to be really, really effective against the Yasuo. Plus, this is only if he's actually critting. If he's not critting, he's going to do even less. So it's super effective. So you'll see that I only put 3 points in my Q, and then I max out my W, and that's going to cripple the Yasuo because if you look right now, he's got 100 AD on the dot. So when I use my Mocking Shot at rank 3, it cuts his AD in half. Absolutely insane. And the reason it's really good against Riven is because all of her skills scale with AD. Like that's her whole core there. So if you're able to just kind of shut that down, it basically makes all of her skills weaker. It makes her shield weaker. It makes her her damage weaker. Just it's really good. And so you can actually out trade her if you make sure you're only fighting her when she's Mocking Shouted. Also, I have some pretty big news for you guys. I think you'll enjoy this. Also, he just kind of ignited me, so I didn't dive there. But I got my i7 processor. I have my motherboard coming in the mail, so I'll be installing that to my computer soon, and what that means for you guys is that I'm going to be able to live stream. You guys know I've been wanting to live stream for a long time, more than just once or twice a month, for a couple hours, but the big problem is that when I live stream, I only get 30-40 frames, you know, so I can't really play ranked. I can't solo queue. I can't just stream for fun. You know, if I ever stream, I'm streaming to do a game with fans, just because there's no real I guess there's less competition to it, I guess I want to say. But with this new processor and motherboard, I can just stream solo queue and like chat with you guys, and actually like, you know, do real streaming. And it's going to help me produce videos faster, because right now a 30-minute video is going to take me, you know, 3 to 4 hours to render. But if I have an i7, you know, I would hope that it's going to at least cut that time in half. You know, I wouldn't really be able to guess on exactly how much it's going to do, but I definitely think it's going to help a lot. Also, you'll see. Also, I still am like, you know, like getting over the sickness. You know, like I'm not sick anymore. I don't feel sick anymore, but I still have a little bit of leftovers. So if you guys hear that in my voice, I apologize. But you'll see I maxed out my Mocking Shout here, so I've got 5 points in Mocking Shout. It's going to lower their AD by 80. So if we look at Yasuo right now, he has 108 AD. I use Mocking Shout, it goes down to 24. Like, what is Yasuo going to do against a Tryndamere with 24 AD? Absolutely nothing. Like, he can't do anything. So, I tower dive him here. I've got ultimate, so it's not really that big of a deal. It's just doing what Tryndamere does. I popped Ghost and Ignite there. I probably didn't need to use both, but with Yasuo being such a slippery champion and me not wanting to make any mistakes, I just did it anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and push this next wave. I don't know if I get the double golems here afterward. I think I might just back because I see the Yasuo. Let's see. Looks like, yeah, I'm just going to back. So, my general Tryndamere build is I usually like to get Blade of the Rune King and Static Shiv, but you'll see I got a Chain Vest here, and this is something that I do against really any like all-in AD top laners. I find it really, really helps, especially against someone like Riven. If you guys are struggling against Riven, get an early Chain Vest, or, you know, double cloth armor, like depending on who you are. If you're an AP, you can get double cloth armor and get it for the Zonias later, or Seeker's Arm Guard. It really, really helps relieve a lot of stress, because it, you know, it cuts down their damage by, you know, 10, 20, 30%, depending on how much armor you had before. And you don't really have to build it into anything later. And if you get a Chain Vest, all else fails, you can just build it into a GA. You know, like, there's a lot of good items that are built with Chain Vest, but, you know, like I said, if all else fails, just build into a GA. So he actually gets a pretty good ult off on me there, but I mean, I'm Tryndamere, so there's nothing really he can do there. So I'm going to go ahead and push that. I'm going to back off, and I think I go and get my Static Shiv now. Yep, and then I'm going to build boots and get some wards, because I'm going to start doing what Tryndamere does best, and that is split pushing. However, if you guys look at the timestamps on this game, it is not a very long game, which is kind of surprising here, because if you look, you know, we're only up like 1,500 gold, but it looks like they surrender here pretty quick. I don't actually remember how this game really ends, but yeah. So you know, if you wanna play a really strong top lane champion, be sure to just whip out the Tryndamere. Just go a little Ghost Ignite, give full Fury, go ham on it. Yeah, so one thing I wanted to say though about my live stream is, if you guys want to follow my live stream, go to twitch.tv/DoubleWinning, so you guys can really get the notification for when I start streaming. You know, I'll do my best to like put out a video saying that I'm streaming when I first start streaming and stuff like that, but you know, sometimes I forget, and you know, I don't always get to. The best way, honestly though, is to follow my Twitter, you know, twitter.com/DoubleWinning, and or, you know, like me on Facebook, facebook.com/DoubleWinning. So I was really close. That nearly almost just got obliterated, but she didn't. So yeah, I also like to really interact with my fans on Twitter. You know, I have a couple of you guys who actually like to talk to me on Twitter, and it's a lot easier to get back to you than on Facebook. Facebook, I don't really check my DoubleWinning Facebook all that often. Twitter, I check basically every day. So if you really want to get in touch with me, that is the best place. So I go ahead and I Mocking Shout this Yasuo. He finally has a pickaxe, but I mean, he's just going to kind of slide into another gravestone for himself, because there's nothing really he can do. And that is the surrender. If you guys enjoyed that video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll have some more videos up here. I'm probably going to be putting up quite a few videos, so you guys can look forward to those. And as always, guys, stay classy. Keep winning.